guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about regrets, product regrets, things I wish I hadn't bought so far in 2022. You guys know I love to play with new makeup and I try really hard to avoid products that just don't sound like something I would enjoy, but every once in a while somebody will whisper like that product's gone viral, or it'll just have really intriguing claims, so I will pick it up because I'm way too curious. So if you guys are nosy, if you want to know what products I regret buying, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. When I first got on YouTube, I had the hardest time finding swatches and looks with makeup products that I was interested in on somebody with my skin tone. So I basically decided to take matters into my own hands and start up a YouTube channel. So if you guys like to see new makeup about 3 to 4 times a week, then go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, today's video is a collaboration with one of my friends here on YouTube, Steph's Beauty Stash. If you haven't checked out her channel, highly recommend doing so. I honestly don't know if the girl ever sleeps because she's always posting videos on the hottest new makeup launches. She's so fast and she usually does about 2 to 3 makeup looks for each product, so it's very informative. If I'm not buying something and Steph has a video on it, I love to watch just so I know I didn't miss out on anything. So highly recommend. She does eyeshadow palettes, foundations, all of the things. So you guys definitely need to watch this video and then head on over to Steph's channel, leave her a comment. I mean, I'm sure most of you know who she is because I've definitely talked about her on my channel before and you guys have commented too about how much you enjoy her. So thank you, Steph, for collabing with me. I always love collabing with my fellow creators. So now that I've mentioned all of the announcements, let's go ahead and talk about some of the ridiculous things I spent my money on this year so far. So I have a list written down. Some of these things are already in my declutter bin. Some of these I've already given away. Some of these I have taken back. I know you guys are gonna frown upon that, but listen, okay? I don't have a lot of money when it comes to my makeup budget, so I have to be smart, and if things don't work for me, I usually don't have a problem taking them back. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with something that I felt like had so much potential, and I tried so hard to make this product work, but I just needed to be like, this is not what I like when it comes to this particular type of makeup. So I'm talking about the One Size Patrick Starrr Made for Shade Bronze and Sculpt Face Palette. And this is a trio. It's $36. I'll put pictures up of everything I'm talking about. But yeah, this product I was so hyped for. It came out, I think, very close to or like on the day the Sephora VIB sale started in the spring. And I was like, yes, let me pick one of those up. And I think I bought like 2 shades trying to make the bronzers work. They were just so pigmented that they were impossible for me to blend out. And I just couldn't bring myself to keep those products because they just did not work for me. I like my bronzer to be just a little bit darker than my skin tone. I don't like having a harsh line when it comes to bronzer. I love it to look very subtle, very much like a sun-kissed look instead of having like a contoured look or just like a streak of bronzer. Listen, makeup is personal preference. So if you like to do your makeup a certain way, don't let anyone tell you how to change it or tweak it. If you like the way you look, you just go for it. So for me, I personally like the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is the one I have on today. And I even felt like the blush palettes were too pigmented for what I like. So I was super disappointed in those products because I was really excited. I feel like Patrick Starr's line has been around for a long time and there wasn't anything that was like really grabbing my attention that was like, okay, I need to try this brand. And this was like the first thing that made me do a double take. And yeah, I tried it and I was very disappointed. So that is my first product that I regretted buying this year. Now, the second one is, oh my gosh, this one went super viral. All of the big content creators were trying it and they were like kissing their hand and they're like, oh my god, it's glossy but it doesn't transfer, blah 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 blah. I'm talking about the Haus Labs Atomic Shaker Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. So you guys know me, I love a good liquid lipstick, and I was so intrigued because people were like, oh my god, this is amazing, it's selling out, blah 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 blah. So when Haus Labs launched, I saw these lip products and I was curious, but I didn't really enjoy any of the shades. They did add 2 more neutral leaning shades, so I did grab one of the shades. I can't remember the name of the one I grabbed, but I tried it and I just did not like how that felt on my lips. I also regret the Urban Decay one, which both of them I feel like have a very similar formula. So if you don't like the shades that Haus Labs has, you could check out Urban Decay, but I don't like that liquid lipstick formula where it feels sticky and glossy. I like a nice matte liquid lipstick that feels soft and velvety. That's kind of what I'm looking for. These like shaker type lip products, it literally feels like I have glue and then like saran wrap on top of my lips. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. I don't care about my lip product lasting long enough to suffer through that. So it's 100% no for me. It literally like feels gunky on the lips. I just don't like how those lip products feel. So that was like a huge regret. So if you've been thinking about it, I'm just gonna caution you to save your money because that product was way overhyped in my humble opinion. Okay, the next thing is such a hyped product as well that I regret buying. It's the Dior Rosy Glow blushes, and I bought the shade Pink. It's a $39 blush and they're always sold out. I would have probably gone for the more orange one if it was in stock, but I had waited for so long and I think I had like some kind of discount that I could get, so I was like, let me just go ahead and grab this. And so I bought it, and it's like a blue leaning pink blush, which, listen, first of all, I'm not a big like baby pink blush person, but I was like, let me try and make this work. I have a friend that's like obsessed with that blush, so they definitely influenced me and I bought it. And on me, it just has like a gray cast. And I have so many blushes. You guys know I'm a blush addict. I'm a blush fanatic. So for me, if I'm going to spend that kind of money on a blush and then I'm having to deal with like a gray cast, it's a no. It's a no. It's 100% no. So yeah, I definitely decluttered that blush because I was not going to pay almost $40 to have like a gray pink on my face. Okay, the next product are these Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balms. Now, I have talked about this quite a bit in like haul videos and just like PSAs in other videos, but these were really affordable during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. They were half off, so I was like, let me just try them, let me just grab some. So I grabbed a few of the shades and I was really excited because it does say it's conditioning, it's soothing, ultra hydrating, nourishing. It's a lip treatment infused with mineral rich stardust, whatever that means. And they have some really fun flavors. I have Cocoa Kiss and Mango Kiss right here. So I grabbed a few of these to try out, and unfortunately for me, they have like a milky tint to them. And just with my like undertones, it looks like I put like pastel goop on my face, and it's just not a good look. Now, I have had friends recommend that I use a lip liner with these. For me, I was going to use these more as like a nighttime hydrating treatment, and I'm not going to put lip liner on to put on a lip balm to go to bed, obviously. And I feel like I don't like them enough to try and repurpose them for the daytime. So I definitely regret buying these. I'm glad I only paid half the price because I would have probably cried, and the flavors or like the scents aren't that exciting for me to justify like promoting this or saying like, you guys definitely need to buy it. I know some people really like some of the scents, and so they say like, oh, it smells like this or that. For me, it's like they smell nice, but so do other lip treatments. So yeah, definitely regret buying these. Okay, let's talk about a fragrance. This is another one that I've definitely complained about on YouTube before, but I was looking through my past purchases and I was like, what do I regret buying? And definitely one was the Eden Juicy Apple fragrance from Kayali. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have a pretty I don't want to say like basic taste in fragrance, but I definitely like a more fresh scent. I know that I have a friend that jokes like, I don't want to smell like I took a shower when I put on fragrance, and I would say I definitely don't like ultra like linen scents, but I do like fresh scents. I really like Versace Bright Crystal. That's like one of my all-time favorites. I really like some scents that smell like suntan. I do like that in the summertime especially. I love Maison Margiela's Replica in Lemon Tree, Under the Lemon Tree. That's one of my favorite fragrances. So that kind of gives you an idea of the type of fragrances I really like. So I was somehow influenced to try Kayali, and I bought this fragrance and it like instantly gave me a headache. Now I'm not that sensitive to smells, so I know that if something's gonna give me a headache, it's really not up my alley. So yeah, I definitely regret buying that. They actually had a set where it was like a fragrance and a lip product, so I was so excited because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is such a cute set. It was like 30 bucks, and nope, it was 100% a no for me. Definitely regret trying that fragrance. Okay, so a bit of an oldie but a goodie, the Cosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation, which was $42. Now, I am a huge Cosas fan. I love their tinted oil. I didn't think I would be a tinted oil person, but I had a friend that like swore by it up and down, and she influenced me to try it, and I love that product. It feels like you're putting grease on your face, but it gives such a perfected look. So really love it. So I was so excited when they came out with like a more full coverage foundation. I tried multiple shades in that foundation and I could not figure out what shade to use. I bought one myself and then I got one sent in PR. The one I bought myself was too light. The one I got sent in PR was too dark. It was a hot mess. It has a bit of a gray cast to it as well. So overall, I was very disappointed in that foundation. I know there's a lot of people that say it's like one of their top favorites from the year, but for me, it was a hard pass. Totally regret spending money on that one. Okay, my next big regret is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Multi-Glow Face and Eye Highlighter Palette. So it's $45 and I bought both of them because there was like a light shade and then like a medium dark shade. The light one was definitely not the right undertones for me, but it was again something that launched during the Sephora sale. So I'm like, let me save some money. Actually, I think I bought it on the Charlotte Tilbury website, so I don't even think I saved any money, but I bought both of them. The dark one is okay, but both of them were just very disappointing for that price point. I'm actually wearing the newest palette from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette, and I personally prefer the shades in this palette a lot more. So, not that I'm trying to influence you to buy anything in this video because this one is all about regrets, but I will say so far I don't regret buying this palette because I feel like the shades just work so much better for my skin tone. Okay, so I have 3 products left. I have to talk about the Haus Labs foundation. I wasn't gonna buy it because I'm like, I don't need it. I have so many foundations that I found this year that I love so much, but I went to Sephora and I told this story. I was like, I met this very good salesperson. She was like, oh, let me just put it on you. Let me just shade match you. And she used the little shade matcher thing, which like, I think it was like her first day or she was like really new, and I didn't have the heart to tell her like, sweetie, that shade matcher thing hasn't matched anyone's skin tone properly since like before the dawn of time. Like this Sephora lighting, like we all know, it's not the greatest when it comes to matching foundation shades. Also, I'm a woman of color. Like I was impressed. She tried, she did the whole thing. She's like, you're shade 300. And I was like, okay, like, let me just get it and go. And so I didn't want to buy it and she convinced me to buy it. So I bought it and like, I tried it and I just, listen, foundations are just too good these days for me to like stomach a mediocre foundation. I just don't like it. And it just makes me look so glowy that I look greasy. and I don't know if it'll maybe be better for winter time in Fargo, but I just don't know that I'm gonna be the one to find out if it's gonna work for me in the winter or not. I just did not like how greasy I looked. Every time I looked at myself in the mirror, this House Labs one and the new Patrick Ta, like, I feel like I like the Patrick Ta, but there's days where I'll catch myself in the rearview mirror and I'm like, oh my God, you look so greasy. You literally look like somebody sprayed Pam on your face. Not a good look for me. So yeah, I don't know that I love that. But definitely the House foundation was such a fail for me. 100% regret. I would love to know what you guys think, because I know a lot of people have been wanting to try that foundation because it has so many shades, which I think is excellent. I hope she does more stuff. Like, I can't wait to see if she does more different types of foundations. I'm totally on board, but yeah, that foundation was a hot mess. Okay, so next let's talk about another lip product. Let's talk about the Givenchy Rose Perfecto Tinted Liquid Balm for $37. I bought the shade Chilling Brown. This one also kind of reminded me of those Too Faced Hangover balms that I was just talking about. It was very similar, actually, now that I think about it. And to me, like, the shade was really nice, but I didn't feel like it gave me enough hydration. I think my biggest problem is I don't really want a hydrating lip balm that has a tint to it. I think either I want a lip balm or I want like a lip gloss. And I feel like if I want like a juicy lip, I would rather wear like my Tower 28 lip glosses, because I feel like that gives me enough hydration, but it doesn't give me that weird cast. I like the jelly vibe, but I don't like a pastel-y like undertone, if that makes sense. So yeah, just not my vibes. Very pricey, really nice packaging. The swirl was very gimmicky. It's very attractive, and you're like, oh, it's Givenchy, it's luxury. Like, I'm a bougie bitch, like, watch me, you know? But yeah, overall, I'm like, unimpressed, regret it, and I feel like I haven't heard anyone talk about it since they showed it in like a haul video or like a haul follow-up video. Like, I would love to hear from you guys. If you bought that product, what do you think of it? Because I was not that impressed for the price point. Okay, last thing, let's go ahead and crucify some powder. So I have to say, the Westminatilia Vital Press Skincare Blurring, what was that thing called? I wrote it down. Talc-free setting powder, $75. Listen, I don't know why I let luxury influencers influence me to buy powders. I bought that Chantecaille powder that everybody was raving about, and I was like, really? This is so dumb. I did not just pay this amount of money for a freaking powder. So that one I regret, but I didn't buy that this year, but I did buy the Westminatilia powder. It's nice. It's nice, sure, but it definitely doesn't beat my Sigma Soft Focus powder, which is like half the price. It's great for my under eyes. It sets things in place. It doesn't make my skin feel dry. I'm actually wearing it today, and it's a gorgeous powder, and it does not cost a freaking arm and a leg. So yeah, I just don't get the hype with the Westminatilia. I don't feel like it does any of the things that my powder that costs half the price does. So I was very unimpressed. I definitely regret forking out the money. The best part with that freaking powder is there were so many shades. So if you like fell for it, you would have spent like 4 times $75, which I think is insanity. So 100% regret picking that powder up. Okay, friends, so that is it for this video. What did you think of the products I regret buying? Now, remember, disclaimer, okay? Just because I regret buying these doesn't mean that they're not going to work for you, or if you already have some of these products and you love them, that's fabulous. I just wanted to share my experiences with these products, and everything I talked about today I did buy with my own money. So I just wanted to put that out there. Let me know what products you regretted buying in 2022, or maybe you don't have any regret products. That's great. Let us know some of your favorites from 2022 so far. Thank you again to Steph for collabing with me. I definitely encourage you guys to go check out her channel if you haven't. And that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in a new video very soon. I have the new Huda palette heading my way. Listen, shipping is crazy. There's hurricanes. There's just delays all the time. So I have the new Huda palette coming. I have the new dark fantasy palette from Beaute. I think that's what it's called. So excited for that one. So those are two that I'm very excited to post videos and looks for. If you guys are wondering about what's on my face, I will link it down below, and I can also link this tutorial for you guys to check out. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye, guys!